So, like I said, when it first started, I could be in that suit. I could walk up and down the street 8 or 9 times in an hour, and nobody stopped me because it was just this small little fest. But the cool thing about the fest was it was always tongue-in-cheek. It never took itself seriously, and part of that came from the fact that it was created by theater people, like that had this background for just having some fun with it. So if you like, as it grew, and it grew very quickly within those like first 7 or 8 years. Like, we had Travel Channel out, we had Food Network out, we had, Wild Chicago. I was on the credits for Wild Chicago as Mr. Pierogi for 4 or 5 years. Yeah, I was on the back of the book for it. So I brought this out. This
is the scrapbook Gail made him when she was...
Yeah.
Like, it's just awesome.
Yeah, so that's the cool thing.
He's part of people's history.
Yes, and that's the thing I think I'm going to miss the most. During my 25, my countdown of 25 days to the 25th anniversary, it was funny. At first, I had trouble picking out 25 things that I really wanted to talk about.
Too many.
And now I really have too many. But it's funny because 25 years, there's been some like huge like talking points, like the cover of Women's World, like being in this or being on, the Travel Channel or Wild Chicago. The other thing is, those are not the things that I remember most. Like, looking back over 25 years, what I do remember is, like, I posted yesterday about Jim and Melody Augustin. And Jim was one of the first guys, Whitingite. And, when you see him at the festival, he's this huge guy. He's like standing 7 foot tall.
Yeah, he's like 6,
and every single time he walked past, he's like, "Yo, Mr. P!" And it was like, he'd give me a high five and we'd walk, and that was it. And over the years, seeing him every year and giving him a high five, we became friends. To me, that's the awesome thing about being Mr. Pierogi, is that I've had this opportunity to meet people from different parts of the country and different walks of life that I would have never had otherwise. And like, rolling into my 25th anniversary, that's the thing that I really want to celebrate, is all of these people that I've had the opportunity to meet throughout the years. That, like, as much as I think it's cool that I'm in their family pictures and year after year, and I've got families that will come up and bring pictures that they took with their 3-year-old, who is now 18, 17, 20 years old. And hey, Mr. Pierogi, we took this picture way back when. I'm like, it's awesome that I'm a part of their life as much as seeing them every year at the festival is being a part of mine. But I get to see these people every year, and it's awesome. With this being my 25th year, I kind of figure it's the perfect time to step down as Mr. Pierogi. After 25 years, I want to enjoy it with my family. I want to, all of these friendships that I've made, it's my one time of year that I get to see all of these people, but we have to squeeze it in between all of the Mr. Pierogi appearances. And the Mr. Pierogi appearances are awesome. I love being in the parade. I love the Song Fest. I love all of our meet and greets. But
it's a lot of work.
It is.
Last year he got heat stroke.
At least twice.
Yeah.
I had certain rules for Mr. Pierogi for a long time.
Okay.
Like, he had to be clean shaven. I didn't wear my glasses. There were no earrings. There were no like defining marks. He was very clean cut.
Okay.
And the older that I got, the more lax I got with some of those rules. And especially, I hate wearing my contacts. So I have a specific pair of white glasses that match the hat and everything. The soul patch is pretty much the only thing that stays. I do get, "Are you the original Mr. Pierogi?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah." I'm like, "Really? How long have you been doing this?"
That's true.
And I'll tell them like 22, 24 years. I'm like, "What, are you serious?" 46 now, and
It's time.
with my boys being 3 and 6, they're at that age where I want to make the memories with them at Pierogi Fest rather than be the guy in the suit making memories for other people.
Yeah.
And